Hey, my name is Jenny Cummings.
And my name is Chad Cummings. We've been members of the church since, I think, '03 and attending since 2000. But we have been active as Sunday school teachers downstairs to small group leaders to leading a men's Bible study. And like I said, we're active now in the Sunday school class. We were asked to come here and bring our time, our talents, and our gifts, and to be a member of this church. And so when we got married and joined the church, we started tithing, and we worked our way into it. It was something that we did not start out at X percent, and for us it was small and slow, but it became a line item in our budget. And the most important thing we did was we prayed about it, first of all. And whether it's small or big, it doesn't matter, but we have made sure over the years that we've kind of grown into this percentage. There were a few couples in our small group that really just kind of were adamant about that they were already there at that 10%, and it just kind of made me stop and think that this is something we need to do, because I saw how much joy they had gotten out of it and how much satisfaction and peace that they had gotten from making that leap of faith. And when we first did it, there were moments of hold your breath moments. But I think, it's amazing how we've been blessed since that time.
However we've been blessed, it's truly not ours. It's not ours to begin with. And we're called upon to be a blessing to others. And we feel like we can do that by giving back to the church. Giving back to those places that have meant so much to us in our journey.
And that I found that, this relationship with money, people have a hard time, and I find it's a very similarity to what our faith is letting go. In us giving, I think it's actually helped us to let go a little more. As we've gone through this process together, it brings you into prayer more, but it's not just about writing a check. I think it just equates to what we do in our faith.
I think for us too, it's not an if question anymore. It's just, where do we sign? We know that there are so many people out there that our church can touch.
12 years ago, I went through job loss and job change. We knew this was coming, and it was one of those things, and I had opportunities with other companies, and it was like, well, do you do this or do you change paths? You can imagine a lot of prayer going on and figuring out where to go in life. So I lose my job, and a couple weeks later, literally day one, next day, I start this new career. A couple weeks later, we have a family reunion in South Carolina. We're driving down I-16. If you know I-16, there's not a lot of exits, and the car starts to sputter. Thankfully, we literally roll right up into an exit, into a space by the gas station. So we are there and look over the exit, and across the way, there's a Ford dealership right there. We just laughed, and I think I looked at each other and was just like, really, God? Okay. We call a friend that was ironically 20 minutes away, hadn't talked to them in months, and she answers the phone and says, hey, where are you, and what do you need? It's like, okay. Came, picked us up, drove home on that Tuesday, got home, going through the mail, and there's a check. And I'm opening it up, and I don't even know. I'm like, why am I getting a check? And I was like, I think it was a reconciliation from a commission or something. Honestly, I had no idea that this was even coming. It was for the exact amount that the bill was for. Jenny and I just couldn't believe it, and this wasn't our last dime to pay for this. It was just getting a hug from God. And I don't think everything has to be a lightning bolt moment like that. I think going through times like that, having sacrificed and having let go and having turned over things to God, and then having that happen, it makes people more fervent, when you do have those moments in your faith. And it only made me more steadfast in my giving. I think for us, it was, wow, this is amazing. I think the question is why do we give? We do that to be a blessing to others. And I feel like this church has always rallied to overcome any kind of challenge. Every time I've seen us faced with some kind of strife or struggle, whether it be financial or political, we've overcome it as a church. And that's the PTC UMC I know.
Will you join us in a leap of faith?